Hey everyone, Christian here. This is the new update for the payroll system of National Bookstore. First off, we need to sign by clicking either of these three over here. For now, I'm using an administrator account. My username will be NBS admin and the password can be viewed through this icon here. Once I log in, here is the view for the administrator side. Looking at the top right, we can eventually sign out if we want to, and beside it is the name of the user who logged in. In this instance, the admin national. If we click at this hamburger icon here, we can now see the list of modules such as account, maintenance, employee portal, HR payroll portal, the approver portal, the reports, and if we wanted to sign out. Let's go ahead and click the account details. In the account details, we can view the username, which is the NBS admin, user type, which is admin, and full name, which is admin national or national bookstore. We can also change the password for this user type if we want to. But for now, let's just keep it the same. So another shortcut if we want to see the account details is by clicking through here. This will redirect us to this page and reloads it. Now let's go ahead and go to the maintenance list. Here we have the account maintenance, the employee, store, the department, the payroll code, tax table setup, shift schedule, leave setup, loans and advances, incentives and allowance, holiday setup, company government ID, SSS contribution, the section, payment terms, and pay period. This is the screen for the account maintenance. We have username, user level, and the name. We can add details, search for data, edit, reset passwords, and delete data. Before we add some details, users can search for the data they want to show up. In this example, I'll be searching DOM and see if it searches something. Here, we can see it was searched. Now, we can always edit, reset, and delete this data. But for now, let's add some example data. Say I have a username Chris. Password 456, sure. And my label type is user. And of course, my name. And for this module access, we'll check what access this user or admin will have. I'll be checking maintenance and say about 2 of these. And for employee portal, the employee 201. To submit, just click the save button and press OK. Now, if we search what we added, we can see it's there. You can always edit this. Let's say we want to change it to admin and update it. Press the update, press OK. There, we can see that it's now changed. Now, if we want to delete this data, we can just press this delete icon and press OK. For employee maintenance, we have fields such as the code, name, company, department, site, and email. User can add employee or upload employees. Data can be viewed, edit, delete, and then reset for passwords. Let's add some data. To see if the employee code is already taken, this field has its auto search for checking. Just fill up these fields. Choose company. Choose a valid email. Choose the department and its section. The site code. Check if approver. And then set the approvers. For this one, let's just leave it blank. And then no. Check the access and press that save button and press OK. Now, if we search the name from this area, we can view it. We can see the employee portal if we click this eye icon over here. This will redirect us from this page and we'll have a view of the user's information. To go back, just click this button here and it will redirect us to the employee maintenance. To upload single or multiple employees, just click the Upload Employee button. Then browse and select a file such as a TXT file as long as it matches the corresponding instruction. For this data, we have this TXT file which have an employee code 123456 and the name GR Topus. Again, we can view, delete, and edit this data if we want to. I'll just go ahead and delete the data to see if it's working. Let's go ahead and sign out and use an employee account. I'll be using my account and then sign in. When an employee logs in, this screen will be showing the dates and time. My picture will also be displayed since I already have uploaded an image in the Employee 201 module, and besides it is my name. Employees can time in, lunch out, and in, and time out. Let's click the time in and see what happens. Moving on to the Employee 201, which is the information of employees. By clicking this, data privacy form will pop up and users need to read this and check the checkbox to proceed to the page. In the employee maintenance, we are able to view this screen, but since this time we are now in the employee portal, and as an employee, we are now able to add and edit the information we want to. Now for the time and attendance, the lists are the following, starting from overtime requests up to employee timesheet. Let's have one example for the TNA by clicking the overtime filing request. In this request, we can add requests and view requests. For viewing this request, we have status, months, and year. This also has an additional feature which you can see the approver list. This shows the recommended approvers set in the employee maintenance by the administrator. In my approver, I have Dominic, Clark, and Mark. To add data, just click this button here, and now we can see the list of approvers in my account. Let's fill up the request and then save. We'll now see that it's saved and our status is now pending. If we click this icon here, our first approver is Dominic. National Bookstore has a webmail email service. We will use this to check if Dominic receives this request in his email. Just log in and see the notification for the request. Now, by clicking the link, it will redirect me to the National Bookstore to either approve or disapprove the request. Since I approved this request, this will now be sent to the second approver, which is Clark. Log in again and click the link and approve or disapprove the request. If the request is disapproved, then Mark, as the final approver, will not receive this request and a notification will be sent to my email that it has been disapproved. Once a request has been approved or disapproved, users may no longer edit or delete the data. This functionality applies to the other lists of time and attendance. I'll just be hovering the other modules such as the employee benefits containing the leave and loan requests. Let's have a view of employee document requests. In this request, we can select what type we want, either with or without compensation. We can print, download, and delete data here. Under this request is the timesheet and leave approver request. Let's click first the leave approver request. Remember that we have approvers in the overtime filing request, and these are the approvers. In this request, we can change who will approve our request, but in order to do that, we need their approval first. Say I want to change my final approver to be Dominic. Once I submit, an indication that my final approver now is Dominic, and the status will now indicate that it's pending. In order for Dominic again to know that there is a request being filed for him, an email will notify him that a request for him is available. Now, in the approver portal and its submodules, there is an option for mass approve and mass reject. Just click the checkbox on the left if there are multiple requests for this user. For this one, let's just keep the approvers the same and reject for now. Once we log back into my account, we'll now see it's rejected. And if we add a new request, the approvers will still be the same. Again, this method applies to the timesheet approver requests. In this approver list though, we have a different approver for each field. In the approver portal, this is just the portal for the approval of the requests made. Moving on in the reports module, we have time and attendance and payroll merge upload files. Let's click on the time and attendance report. Here, we can select what report type we want. For this example, I'll be choosing the overtime filing request. Select the date range. I'll say about August 2021 up to this month. Now there's an option if we want to select a specific employee or multiple employees. I'll be selecting multiple employees. The department varies on the user account. Section and branch can also be filled up. For selecting the format, choose either an Excel file or a PDF file. Here's the view for the PDF file. And this is for the Excel file. Now this process also applies in the payroll merge upload files, containing the Pag-ibig file, PhilHealth, and SSS Premium. Let's go ahead and sign out and use the administrator account for the process in the HR or payroll portal. Here are the lists for this portal. Let's go ahead and click the Employee Payroll Setup. We can upload and add requests here. Let's have an example by uploading a file here. I have a sample Excel file again for uploading. Again, we have the same user named JRTopos for the uploading. Take in mind that only Excel files are allowed here. Just click Browse and select the file. And then save and press OK. To see if it was added, just search the name of the user we added in this search bar over here. In this example, Topos. Let's move to the employee loan setup. Here is the view for the loan setup. Next is the shift schedule, either by employee or by group. I'll be just showing the screen for these modules. We also have the employee wage type. In the payroll processing, let's add some data. Say I want a pay period of semi-monthly, and my employee is 77. I'll be just leaving the company, department, branch, and section blank. Select the dates. For this one, I know that this employee has data on February 6 to 20. Click the process to download the Excel file. Now we have the file for viewing the earnings and deductions for this employee. If we want to post this, just click this post button here, and now it's posted. If we search the employee code for that user, we will now see that it is posted. These buttons here are also for downloads, posting, and canceling. So if we want to cancel it, just click this button here and it will do its job. This is the screen for the approval of Employee 201. So for the overall summary, this is just a brief flow of process in this payroll system. I hope this gives some understanding in this video. Thank you for listening.